Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Buffalo's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He finds his man. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got him in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Quarterback will keep it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss.
7, Western Michigan.
He'll bring it out. It's Gage. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Broncos offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And goal, Buffalo.
Let's it fly. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Was to pass. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get to him. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Buffalo! What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
And that one's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to... And now they've lost the ball here. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover.
Buffalo, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gage. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's got his man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Creates a little space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Western Michigan.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. On the run, still looking. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Buffalo, 35. Western Michigan, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes the easy completion. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. The Bulls will try to pick it up on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hatchett. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Hatchett. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Dumps it off in the flats. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways. So it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. And now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Hurley. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pulls and fired complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll try the run. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man in the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6.
Buffalo, 49, Western Michigan.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now on second down. They'll run play action. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they got it at the 49. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
That makes the score. Buffalo, 56.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
It's third down.
Looking to throw for it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Broncos will punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Hurley. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And they thought about a return. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays.
Afterburner's coming. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 1st and 10 coming up.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. On the move at the 30. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Broncos are flying down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Western Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snatches it on the run. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's a first down.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And that's enough for another Bulls first down.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. Touchdown Bulls! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Buffalo 70, Western Michigan 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly...
All kinds of running room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They go to the draw. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wideout in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
Number 16 on the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Open space at the 25. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go with a direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 15.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt.
They go to the ground.
They're trailing by 17 to LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And that's enough for another Bulls.
Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. And the Bulls get it past the sticks.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open at my disposal.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
A run for the quarterback. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
This is a designed run. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's... Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Running it back, it's Hurley.
Returner is tackled down at the 34.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
First and 10.
He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback extends the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
It's caught downfield. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. And they swarm him under.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the punishment has been